Yo, 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 what's good? What's up? Alright, I'm just gonna wait for some more people to join before I start like discussing things. And oh, never mind, 10 people. Alright, so like the point of this stream is basically just gonna be to like sort of discuss things, I guess. Like you can ask questions and all that, I suppose. I mean, like making it power scaling related would obviously be like preferable since that's the main part of this channel. So yeah. Something I was going to mention was stuff like debating and discussing and like sort of what I'm doing with all that. Like at the moment, I'm just like discussing people on Discord, like rather than debating. Though I'm thinking about changing this pretty soon and like starting to do more like actual debates and stuff with people. I mean, I think I can defend like a lot of the verses I scale quite well. Like I think I can defend Sonic so specifically really well. And like I've noticed that like a lot of people who use like Altiverse or Sonic and all that can't really defend it that well, so I thought maybe there'd be a good opportunity for me to like sort of step in, I suppose. So yeah, I guess you can like ask questions and all that. I mean, it don't have to be power scaling related, but like preferably that. Mr. Blue, what's up? I knew it was only a matter of time before you came here. And it looks like it's just me and you now. It's inevitable. Yeah, it really is. Me doing anything on this channel and you finding some shit way some thing to like interact with it with is like a canon event pretty much, like it's guaranteed to happen. I was basically just going over like what I'm doing with like debating and discussing and all that. Because something else I'm noticing, right, is that for some reason people seem to get like really scared of me when it comes to discussing. Like the past like 8 or 9 people in a row I've given my Discord to have all like either ran or ducked, and I'm like, bro, I'm not even known as being like a high tier debater or anything. I haven't got like back to back wins and all that. Like I'm literally just like your average guy in the power scaling community. Like, yeah, I want to become a high tier and all that in the future, but like at the moment, like I haven't got a massive reputation among debaters and all that, so I don't understand why people are so scared of specifically me. You're scary. Yeah, yeah, maybe that's what it is. Below me. Bro, you literally lost a discussion with me the other day. When I mean, granted, like it was pretty close. Like I nearly had to concede on that, but like still, I would say we're like you lost. Yeah, that is true. I did lose twice to you. I feel like we're pretty like I think we're pretty relative since like all of our discussions have been like fairly close. I mean, I know like one of the ones you destroyed me in, but I was sort of like doomed to concede on that anyway. I mean, like you literally tricked me into that. Like you're like, oh, this guy is on the islands level, blah, 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 and I join in, and it's like MFTL plus stuff and like insane hacks and all that. Like I was the Dio discussion, yeah, yeah, the Dio versus Global Chante discussion. That was evil. That was actually evil of you. You tricked me into that. I beat you on Sonic vs Kratos though. Yo, Jack, what's up? It was a pretty close discussion though. Like I when you could see conceded, the thing is I was literally just about to say I might have to concede. So it was a pretty close discussion. I'm thinking about, like, maybe making my Discord more accessible to people, like, maybe, like, at the end of all of my posts or something, I put it in brackets, like, "This is my cord, by the way, for anyone with contentions." I'm thinking maybe if I do something like that, there's a better chance I'll get added because more people will be exposed to it. Or maybe I'll just put it in, like, my edits from now on or something like that. I mean, I main if I am gonna be going into more debating and all that, because 'cause I'm thinking about trying to step my game up and go from, like, being fairly obscure to potentially becoming one of the higher tiers in certain communities, since I think I might have potential for it. I'm thinking, like, I'm mainly gonna be doing it for, like, Sonic and all that likely, since I can defend versus like that the best. You barely edit. Yes, because, like, 2 reasons. 1, I'm lazy, and 2, I'm kind of busy since I've just started college and all that, like, a month ago. So I've got, like plus also I've already said, like I mean, you already know some of the more, like, personal information on Discord and all that with, like, a certain person I'm talking to. Nah, you're not lazy. Bro, you're saying that it took me, like, a week to do your request after I said that it was gonna be out, and I had no excuse whatsoever besides because I just didn't feel like it. You have the biggest Sonic scale. Yeah, the funny thing is, I mean, I don't use all of the metas, but, like, I used to have, like what didn't I used to have, like, 8 metas for, like, Altiversal Sonic or something like that? I have, like I mean, there's loads of different metas for it, but, like, just to make it clear, I don't use all of them. I just use, like, mainly Null Space and Solaris for my main arguments, since those are the best ones, like, the easiest to defend. And I think they're probably the most concrete as well and have the most stuff, like, backing them up. The thing is, there was, I remember there being a meme, like an out of context Sonic quote of him saying something like, "I'm not even procrastinating anymore. I'm just straight up not working." That is literally me with editing. That is like a perfect description of what I'm like with editing. I'm just not working. Like it's not even procrastination at this point. I'm just borderline not working at all. Skill issue. Shut up. You're going to be the first person I debate, and when I beat you, I'm going to post the results on Cord and on YouTube, and I'm going to like edit it so that it says I beat you like negative diff because you argued Skibidi Toilet was out of Ursol or something, and that is not an empty threat. Scary, yeah, I can be pretty scary. Apparently, I am to Mario fans because, like, literally, like all of them duck me or they either duck or run every single time. Like, the amount of times I've said, like, bass Sonic solos comp Mario and stuff, and then all of them just, like they'll come in and, like, talk loads of smack and, like, get all angry, like, "Oh, Cope, you fanboy," and then, like, when I drop my Discord, they just never respond again. Like, they're so fraudulent. They are genuinely the biggest frauds in power scaling. And then they'll just call you, like, a Mario hater and whatnot if you say that, like, "Bro, Mario is probably, like, one of my favorite franchises." I was honestly bummed when I, found a way to debunk him being Altiverse, so I just don't glaze him. MCU Iron Man victim. Yeah, probably, I mean, I I forget, like, with, like, Marvel and all that, I forget the names of some of the versions, the characters in it because I'm not a massive Marvel person, but I'm pretty sure it was one of them that you managed to get to Alta, so probably. I think I have potential to become a high tier in the Sonic fan base, definitely. I don't want to sound egotistical, I'm probably already the highest tier in the Shantae fan base, since I mean I have an Altiversal argument that I'm making a video on at the moment. It'll be out fairly soon, so I mean I've never seen anyone else argue her being that powerful before, ever. Altiversal MCU isn't good. Oh, why is that? I remember, I mean, it was like ages ago, to be fair. It was like 6 months ago or something like that. I remember you sent the scale and it seemed solid. It contradicts itself. Oh, how come? I'm assuming there was some sort of statement about something being spatial or having time or something like that. That's usually how Altiversal stuff gets contradicted. I mean, it doesn't necessarily debunk it if you're arguing just like AP and durability, but I mean, if you're arguing like existence or like a realm being outer, then yeah, it would. Quantum realm is said to lack concepts of space and time, but later is stated to have time but is slower. Oh, okay, yeah, that would contradict it. Yeah, that seems like a good debunk. I'm assuming it's still above Mario though, who I have at like 70, maybe 80 highballed. So the funny thing is one of his biggest Altiverse arguments was Matter Splatter Galaxy being a super space. I don't know if it's true or not, so like take this with a grain of salt. Apparently, the translation doesn't even say super space; it says hyperspace. So which means if that's actually true, then Mario fans have just straight up been lying about it, which I find so funny. One Marvel universe is multiversal plus. Yeah, don't I've heard about like Marvel universes having like infinite other universes or something like that in them. Something like that. I don't know. I don't really know much about Marvel scaling. I mean, I primarily just stick to like Sonic and all that. Oh, and it's just me and you again. Be right back. Yeah, I've heard about the high hyper arguments. I saw a scan for it. I'm pretty sure it was someone stating that a universe is like infinitely layered or something. But like I again like it might need more context. Like I don't know if they meant infinitely layered in like spatial dimensions or it could have meant like anything really. So yeah, probably needs more context. Though it was ages ago I saw the scan. So it maybe it did say something about dimensions and I just like I'm not remembering it. You found the scan. I'll slide on Discord. I mean I can't check it right now, but I'll do it after the stream. Latest in the MCU channel. Oh right, it's already in there. Also, by the way, if anyone has contentions of any like takes or anything I've made, feel free to drop your Discord in the chat and I'll add you. And I'm doing discussion at the moment, but I'll be doing debates pretty soon. Yo, what's up? It uses the term dimensions, but Marvel commonly calls universes dimensions for what I've seen. Yeah, that's how I see a lot of Altiversal or just any dimensional scaling at all get debunked. The thing is, in fiction, the word dimension can refer to just universes or realms, so you have to give like context or stuff that suggests it's referring to spatial dimensions. I mean, an argument I see quite a lot to suggest spatial dimensions that I'm unsure of, like I'm really torn on, is Japanese kanji jigen. Well, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, but in Japan, basically, with the kanji, they have different terms for the word dimension, like jigen and sunpo. Sunpo is dimensions in measurement, jigen is spatial dimensions. I've seen people argument in Japanese translations if it uses jigen, it's safe to say spatial dimensions because that's the term for spatial dimensions. But like I feel like it probably needs more context. Like with Sonic Forces, like with null space, with that as the Altiversal argument, that uses kanji jigen. But the difference with that is that it also is stated a scientific approach isn't possible there. And Eggman has acknowledged the absence of time and space on the conceptual level before, so and also when spatial dimensions are being threatened. So there's like context and like other stuff to back it up. Like it's not the only argument that it's referring to spatial dimensions. It could even mean length, height, and weight, etc. Yeah, because dimensions could also just be like measurements, like the measurement of like a room and all that. Though I feel like that's usually probably less common in fiction with the context. I think like universe slash world is like the most common definition for dimension in fiction. If it explicitly says dimensionality or maybe dimensional, that's more debatable. Since I mean dimensionality, like I believe explicitly is for spatial dimensionality. Dimensional is more explicit than dimension. Like I think if something is stated that it transcends everything, it's like, oh no, no. I think this word dimensional is more debatable to say it refers to spatial dimensions, since like it's more explicit. Like unlike just dimension, I feel like dimensional is more explicit, so I feel like that's our like you could argue that, I think. Yeah, what's up? Yeah, you alright, mate? Sorry, I went full British mode then. I keep talking to people at college, and like because in the area I'm in, everyone always communicates like "you alright, mate," stuff like that. Sometimes I slip up and say it online. My bad, gang. How you been? I've been good. How about you? Ha ha ha, Brett. Shut up. Mr. Blue, we can debate right now, yeah? Any of your verses versus Bass Sonic. We can debate any of those right now. Dot dot dot. Yeah, yeah, you're not doing it. I mean, Gojo. No, you got Gojo at 5D. I could get Bass Sonic to outer easily. I mean, to be fair, I did kind of agree with Kratos beating Bass Sonic in the discussion, but Slam's Water Victim. Well, Gojo is uh I don't know. I'm trying to think of a funny joke. What's something to like that's used to like cut things in half? Like, is there like a tool that's specifically used to cut something in half? Because like, if there is, then Gojo is a that victim. Slash Gojo is a knife victim because it cuts him in half, and Kratos is a tree victim. He cuts the tree down and it like falls on top of him and crushes him to death. Tree above water though. I don't know. I guess depends on how much water. Like if you're throwing a tree against like the entire ocean, then like not even close. But if it's like a raindrop or something, then yeah. But it's so annoying, right, that people keep like coming up and like talking to me about like my takes, like talking about how bad they are and stuff, and then just like run the second I drop my Discord. Like so many people, as Mario fans, like especially, genuinely can't defend themselves, and I find it so funny. Like I find it funny how me scaling like obscure verses like really high, like makes people mad, and then they like talk like call me a fanboy and whatnot, but they can't actually refute any of it. And if I ask them to, then they just duck or run. It's like no one can like refute anything I say. So I think it's like quite fraudulent and makes you look kind of weak to do that. Because like if you're in a debating community and you attack someone's like take, then you have to expect them to try and get you to discuss or debate with them. And like even if you join and get negged, I feel like that's still like honorable that you actually tried to defend your contentions. Like, I would still respect that you tried to defend yourself, as opposed to if you had just ran and not even tried. Like, if these Mario fans actually added up, even if I did, like, easily beat them, I would at least respect the fact that they tried to defend themselves rather than just running, because it's, like, not cowardly. Like, it shows you're actually willing to defend yourself. Low-key, the, Sonic power scaling community is so weird. Like, thingy, oh, what was I gonna say? I forgot now. Like, I feel like most of the people that are, like, high tiers in the Sonic fan base, like, they have some kind of, like, controversy or flaw or something. How is the baddie? I spoke to her today, actually. It's going pretty alright. I mean, I mean, we were, like, sat across the table, and she asked me to sit next to her, and then, also at lunch, she, said to me, like, "Oh, are you coming with?" All that, so oh, and she saw my Shadow shirt as well. She seems like to approve of it though, so that's a good sign. If she didn't approve of Shadow, then she's not real at all. Like, she's not worth it. Low-key, college has been so boring so far, like, so dead, like, they're not doing anything. Like, legitimately, I spent an entire lesson writing a Google document about Altiversal Solaris. I legit spent an entire lesson doing that. And the funny thing is that the teachers, like, saw me doing it, and they didn't even stop me or anything. Like, they just let me do it. That they had no problem with me spending an entire lesson doing that. I mean, like, they're not doing anything in the lesson. If I'm, like, defending, like, a take in a debating community, at least I'm learning how to, like, defend myself and, like, argue well. That's at least a skill. That's better than just doing nothing. Like, at least I'm learning a skill. But live streams are so weird. Like, one moment there'll be like one person, and I'll blink my eyes, and there's like 100 people or something, and then they like 99 of them will just like disappear within like a minute. It's like, why do like so many people keep joining then leaving like immediately? It's like, see, like there we go, like 3 people just joined like in 1 second, like all at the same time, and I bet they're all going to be gone in like a couple seconds. Also, 6 likes on the stream. I think that's a new record for this channel. I mean, to be fair, I haven't streamed much. This is probably only like the 5th public stream I've made, like, ever. I might do it more often, though. I am a real one. Yeah, yeah, you're a real one. Yeah, you're like, you stick for like the whole stream. Whereas, like, skipping like school lessons and all that just to watch my streams, always just doing it during class. Or maybe he's like putting it on the board in class and just like the whole classroom is watching. There we go, 14 people. See, that just came out of absolutely nowhere. Where did those people come from? I low-key might try and discuss or debate someone while I'm at college, because then, like, I'll be doing something with my time, and it'll be, like, actually engaging, because, like, you're allowed to use your phone throughout the whole lesson if you want to, and in fact, you're actually supposed to, because, like, a lot of the stuff you have to, like, scan a QR code on your phone and all that for. So I might honestly just go on Discord for, like, most of a lesson and just, like, try and debate or discuss with someone. Hello? Yo, what's up? It's 8 o'clock. Yeah, it is for me as well. 7 likes, people just flick through YT, dude. Yeah, true, true. Especially since my channel is like primarily shorts. So like a lot of the people who subscribe to me probably are the kind of people that just flick through. I hear, because why not? I have no reasons. Fair enough. I mean, sometimes I'll just watch like random people's streams because I got like nothing better to do. Yeah, I'm thinking about like possibly trying to become like maybe one of the higher tiers in certain communities for power scaling. Do you think I'm a good scaler? Like better than the average? Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, like I've seen a lot of your arguments on Discord, plus I've discussed with you a few times. You seem pretty good. Like you have good arguments for like JJK and like God of War and all that. So yeah, I'd say for like specifically like God of War and JJK, I'd say you're definitely better than average. I think I mainly peak with like Sonic and all that for my scaling because I can defend that the best and I know the context behind it the best out of everything. Like I have literally been defending Altiverse or Null Space for like a year now. And like the funny thing is I haven't found a single debunk I haven't been able to rebunk yet. Because like most of the debunks for null space being Altiversal are like comedically bad. Stuff like it existing outside of dimensionality makes it 0D. 0D is literally a part of dimensionality. Like what? What is this logic? Plus it can also contain things, which 0D spaces can't contain stuff. Yo, what games you play though? Like I don't know, I guess it like depends on the day. I've been playing Sonic Racing Crossworlds since it came out a lot, plus like Grounded 2 and all that. I guess it depends on the day though. Lots of Sonic. Yeah, like if you go on any console I own, I guarantee there is at least like a bare minimum at least 5 Sonic games on it. Like literally all of my consoles have Sonic somewhere on it. Yo, what's good, silly frog? Dedicated fan. Bro, I've been a dedicated Sonic fan since I was like 3 years old. I literally walked into preschool liking Sonic. I'm going to be honest, you're one of the best scalers I have ever met. Hey, thanks, bro. I feel like I specialize with Sonic. Like, there's some other verses like Shantae and like Slendy Tubbies and all that. I think I can defend pretty well, but like Sonic, like especially. Like, I legitimately have went out of my way to look for null space debunks before, only to like just purely because I like rebunking stuff because it's fun, like having to defend your takes and all that. I genuinely have not found a single debunk for Multiverse or null space that I can't rebunk yet. Like it's comedic how bad the debunks are because most of them either contradict the narrative, are fallacious, or just blatantly contradict how dimensionality works. Below Gojo, no, nuh-uh. One of these days, we're gonna have to debate 5D Gojo versus like lowballed Sonic, because Sonic's like 5D lowballed, or like classic Sonic without any of the modern stuff. To be honest, I think Minecraft is better than Sonic personally. I like Sonic. I have a few games with Sonic, but I have normal Minecraft. But I have like 200 worlds, which are like full on cities. Yeah, that's fair enough. Minecraft can be a pretty good game, though, like when you play it right. I used to play it a lot in like 2022, then I sort of like fell out of it a bit. Gojo out hack. What hacks though? Like I've already given you good arguments that Sonic has like subjective reality manipulation, conceptual manipulation, wish manipulation, miracle manipulation, resistance to fate manipulation, like all that sort of stuff. base Sonic though. Oh, okay, yeah. Conceptual manipulation applies to base Sonic since he can add time and space to white space, which is aspatial and atemporal. But Super Sonic is where he gets most of his hacks from. Sonic is good, it's really fun. Yeah, a lot of the games are, they're really addictive to watch and play. Yeah, yeah. I think a lot of people started liking Sonic again in 2024 because it was like the year of Shadow and all that, and that's when a lot of people say like the franchise got back on point because you had like Sonic X Shadow Generations and Sonic 3 release in the same year, which are like some of the most well-received parts of the whole entire franchise. And then this year you had Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, which people were loving. So you've had like three hits like in a row. So I think that's like what's got lot of people back into it again. In fact, Sonic seems to be doing better than Mario, I would say, in terms of like in the public eye, since Nintendo's in like a lot of hot water and all that, with like controversies and what meanwhile Sonic seems to be at his peak again. Oh yeah, I've watched all the films one, two, plus three. Yeah, the movie trilogy is honestly good. Three's probably the best though. How is this in hot water? Oh, Nintendo's in loads and loads of controversy. Stuff like Mario Kart World being like $80 in America, and then like what else is there? Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure they've put copyright on like a basic game mechanic, like summoning like creatures to help you and all that, like summoning allies and stuff. Apparently they've put some kind of copyright on that, which is literally putting copyright on a basic game mechanic they didn't even invent, which like has made lots of people mad at them. Yeah, it really is. It really is. Mario's mid for me. I like Mario Kart and stuff. Honestly, Mario's like quite overrated in a lot of terms, I think. Like it's a good franchise, good games and all that, but like I don't see it being like the best games in the world like a lot of people hype it up to be. Like I feel like they lack replay value. Like Mario Odyssey was like really fun, but then like it I feel like it gets so stale after you beat it once. Meanwhile, Sonic games have like good replayability. Yeah, it is overrated, but it's good. Yeah, I feel like most Mario games are like good for your first playthrough and then they just get really stale. At least for me, at least. Sonic games are literally built with replayability, so it's kind of expected they'd be better. I feel like not enough people at the moment are like defending themselves in power scaling. Like I've noticed most of the people having contentions with like certain debaters and all that are like low tiers that won't like defend themselves. Shadow Generations was peak, not gonna lie. Yeah, I think it's definitely probably one of the best things to come out of the franchise in quite a while. Like I think it had pretty good writing, like good gameplay, all that sort of stuff. Plus you get the pretty good Sonic Generations remaster with it. Overall, it's a really good package. Yeah, some games don't really have the ability for like the stories are good, but after you beat the game, you already know what happens. Yeah, like I think some games, like I think the thing is with Sonic games is they're supposed to be like levels get easier once you memorize them more, which naturally means the more you play them, the better you get and the more fun it is, which would mean that the more you like replay the game, the better it gets, basically. Like your second playthrough of a Sonic game is better than your first. Shadow was a decent character. Yeah, Shadow's probably I would say he's one of the most well-written characters in Sonic, I would say. He has the best like origins and all that. Sonic's probably the best written though, like himself, since it's mostly focused on him, so it makes sense since he's the main character. I might start like challenging people outside of my channel more when it comes to like debating and all that, because I feel like what I've been doing at the moment is making takes and then people will have comment contentions and then run. I'm thinking maybe like I should go out of my way to comment on like other people's stuff, like with contentions, and maybe they'll add me. Or maybe they'll like ask me for my chord. Like I think a lot of people in power scaling at the moment are what is it, low tiers. I mean, technically, I don't like debate or discuss stuff, so technically, I'm not like a super high tier or anything. But like, I feel like calling me a low tier is downplay. I feel like since I can defend stuff really well, I guess you could argue I technically am. But like, I feel like I don't know. It feels wrong to refer to me as a low tier since I've been able to like defend stuff so well in the past. They should do a full game on Shadow again. I okay, I don't know if it's true or not. It could have been clickbait, but I literally saw a video in my recommended earlier that apparently another Shadow game got leaked or something. I mean, that could just be pure clickbait 'cause I didn't watch it or anything. But like, I mean, either way, they probably will do. Even if the game's not about him, he'll probably still be playable or like have his own campaign or something. Like, how much money do you want to bet in Sonic Frontiers 2 when that inevitably happens that Shadow's going to be a playable character and have his own campaign or something like that? Like, how much money do you want to bet? To be fair, though, I think there's other characters that are like also deserving of their own games in the franchise that Shadow's sort of like stealing from them. Like, I like Shadow, like, I think he deserves his own games, but like, I think they should let like other characters also have a chance to like be the main character and all that. How can they make an antagonist colder than the end? Simple, they just show Metal Sonic for longer than 5 seconds. They get Neo Metal Sonic to say a single word, that's how. Not gonna lie, this is probably the most like this is probably the most active stream I've ever had since we've got like constant people like commenting and stuff. Metal Sonic is boring. I can't tell if you genuinely think that or if you're just saying this to rage bait me. I cannot tell. Gojo victim. Okay, yeah, you're definitely rage baiting. You're 100% rage baiting. No. Yeah. Yeah, you are. He rust victim. No, no, nuh-uh. Funny story, right, is that unironically Eggman, without any tech or prep time or anything, like would body slam onto Comp Mario and it's not even close. Like that's actually the funny like thing about it. Like, the also another funny thing is you can actually argue that Eggman without tech is faster than Sonic because he's like consistently shown outrunning him. Like, there's like several games where Eggman outruns Sonic, even Super Sonic, so you can like unironically argue without tech he's faster. I mean, I've seen people say that it's just Sonic's like personality, like just messing around or something. But like I don't really see how that applies when in that context Eggman was like about to, like destroy the world and stuff. So I don't really see why Sonic could be messing around. Because like in Sonic 2, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and Sonic 4, he like outruns him. So that's like 3 times, which means it's consistent. I'm pretty sure there's other games as well. I just forgot what they're called because they were like the Game Gear ones, like the more obscure stuff. But like at least 3 times he's outrun Sonic, meaning it's consistent. 10 likes. Hasn't even been an hour either. I might do streams more often because I feel like it's a good way to like communicate with your audience and whatnot, like as opposed to just making posts. And like I feel like most people don't really care about what my voice sounds like now, so that's like the main reason I wasn't streaming before because like I didn't think my voice would sound that good on recording. I mean, but considering no one said anything, I'm assuming it's good enough. Another thing, like, that I feel like a lot of people are gonna find really controversial is that, like, I massively disagree with Outerverse or Mario, or, like, any Nintendo verse. Did you win our last discussion, high diff or extreme diff? Probably extreme diff, to be honest, because, like, when you said you conceded, I was literally just about to type I might have to concede. I was literally, like, seconds away from typing that because, like, I thought I was gonna have to concede. You just conceded before me. Your voice is really nice. It's a bit deep, but not that deep. Ah, thanks. When I'm 16, so like, I guess it makes sense. I'm reasonable. Yeah, yeah. I've JK, JK. So you were just joking about that, but then you were joking about joking, and now you're saying you're joking about joking about joking. I'm confused now. Yes. What? Yes to what? So let's just make a poll actually to give people something to do. All right, there. There's a poll just to give people something to do, I suppose, if they join. Okay, well, Mr. Blue, I know you're voting no to rage bait me because you do this like every single day. Thing is, I want to become like I'm assuming of like some people will know who like Forge is and all that because he's sort of known as being currently like the highest tier Sonic scaler for getting him to like Ultraversal and whatnot. Like I want to get onto like his sort of level for like debating and all that and defending it since I think I have potential to. I just need more debating knowledge. Like I'm good enough at scaling and like defending stuff. I just think I need more knowledge on like how actual debating works before I can like get to like his level. I've only been here for like half an hour. All right. Things I'm trying to go after people that are like good enough at defending stuff to the point where they can actually defend themselves, but like I'm trying not to go like straight after high tiers since like I haven't properly debated in quite a long time. So I'm sort of I guess trying to like do a bit of practicing before I try and go for being like a high tier at some point. Do I have potential for debating? I mean, I haven't seen you in actual debates, but based on discussions, you seem good enough. I mean, discussions are similar to debates anyway, so because you definitely do. I think the fact that I've been able to successfully defend null space being Altiversal for like what, like a year now, probably more actually. I think that's sort of enough evidence that I have potential to be good with debating. But I think I just need more like debating experience and like practicing and all that before I get there. But it's like really hard to do that when what's it people just non-stop run or duck every single time I drop my card. Like the past like 8 or 9 people I've given my Discord have all ran, drip sweating. Yeah, I will absolutely obliterate Drip Source. I will take drip sauce. I no, I will call him Drip, and I will spray my sauce on him, and that's gonna be how he got his name. In all seriousness, at the moment, drip sauce would, like, absolutely obliterate me, and it would not even be funny. Like, I am infinitely below drip sauce right at this moment. But I don't know, like, months in the future, if I get more experience, like, maybe, just maybe I could do something. What kind of sauce? I don't know, actually. Actually, that's a thought, actually. With drip sauce, like the Dragon Ball Defender, right? What kind of sauce do you reckon he was referring to when making his name? Like, do you reckon he's talking about, like, ketchup or, like, mustard or something? Or was it meant to be a sex joke and it's, like, sperm? I don't know. Or maybe I'm overthinking it. And I'm pretty sure drip sauce is known for being, like, a massive high tier or something. Like, I've heard he's really good. Him and, like, Zeta apparently are, like, massive high tiers. The thing is, I've heard of Zeta from Forge, right? And, like, I've, heard his arguments against Altiversal Sonic, and, like, I mean, the white space one I'm torn on, but I feel like I can sort of defend against his points based on what I've heard. And I also feel like I don't know, one of them seems like it may be a bit of a straw man fallacy because, like, he said, like, as a debunk to Infinite being stronger than Solaris is something like, the statement is contradictory because Base Sonic beats Infinite, and there's no evidence Base Sonic got strong enough to one-shot Solaris. But that's sort of a straw man because, like, no one claimed Base Sonic was one-shotting Solaris. Like, no one said that, they just said he was beating him. So that's, like, sort of a straw man fallacy in a way. And the white space debunk was the statement from Ian Flynn that it's aspatial and atemporal, and lacks time and space conceptually is contradicted by Shadow being able to use chaos control, which stops time while inside white space. But, like, the argument I have against that is that the Chaos Emeralds are power Solaris, who's like I mean, I've already scaled Solaris to outer before, so just assuming that people already agree with this, um, the Chaos Emeralds power something that's multiversal, meaning they're already beyond the concepts of time and space. So is it not more plausible to assume they can just create their own higher or, like, artificial space-time? Like, is that not more plausible to assume? Since they've already been proven to be above time and space conceptually. So, like, it wouldn't necessarily, like, contradict not white space being aspatial and atemporal. I mean, I'm not, like, fully certain on that argument, but, like, that is, like, a potential debunk to it. And then I saw another, like, really bad debunk for, what's it, null space, because someone said that Sonic, when he escaped, he had the Avatar with him as well, which means that he didn't do it on his own and debunks the whole thing. Even though the thing is, right, is if it's a dual fee, if it's two people doing it, that doesn't matter. You're still scaling to a realm that is, like, outside of dimensionality. The fact that you only did 50% of the work doesn't mean you don't scale to it. If you scale to an outerversal realm in any way, shape, or form, you're outerversal. Like, what is this logic? That makes no sense. Plus, I'm pretty sure it's also been explicitly shown in the past that Sonic is able to give his speed to other characters, so it's probably more plausible that he just, like, gave the Avatar his speed than in null space. Also, what is your profile picture on Discord? I don't even know. Like, one of my friends said it to me on WhatsApp ages ago, and I just thought it looked kind of funny. Like, I feel like Sonic Outerversal debunks are, like, laughably bad. Like, it's actually funny. I've also seen a lot of people, especially Mario fans, claim that existing outside of dimensionality isn't Outerversal because, if they go outside their house, does that mean they're unbounded by it? Even though the entire thing is a pure false equivalence fallacy. Like you're comparing you being outside your house, which are both bounded by a 3D axis, to something that is literally outside the concept of dimensionality as a whole. Like it's just a pure false equivalency. Like so that the whole argument they have like falls apart. I want another discussion on YT. Oh, what was the topic? I'm assuming it was either God of War or JJK. Bro, what age do you recommend for your streams? I don't know. I mean, I don't like swear or like go too deep into stuff. I mean, there's like some inappropriate jokes, I guess. I mean, like 14, 15 at the youngest, maybe. Nothing too bad. I'm not even going to pronounce that versus DCEU Doomsday. Oh, which side were you on? Chat, here's a thought. Should I try and do a live stream at college at some point? Because like on my lunch breaks I have like an hour and I can just like leave campus and go somewhere. Well, I'm underage for this age. I mean it's not like too big of a deal. I mean it's not like I'm gonna be going deep into stuff. Besides, I'm only 16, so I'm not even an adult anyway. I'm 10. Oh. Well, I'm not like that old myself. I'm only 16, so I mean it's just a live stream anyway, so who cares? It's just a live stream about power scaling, so bro hurt Gojo. Oh well, if he hurt Gojo, then that's like 4-5D from what I know. I mean, like the 4D JJK stuff seems pretty undeniable to me. Like all of the debunks I've heard for it have seemed pretty fallacious or just like blatantly wrong. I mean, like I'm not like I don't even know like an awful lot about JJK. I've only watched like a small amount of it. But like from what I hear, like one of the curses contains a 4D space, and then people say like, "Oh, Gojo like might not have damaged the bit that contained the 4D space or something." But like, no, if it contains a 4D space, the curse itself is 4D. Like lower dimensional structures can't contain higher ones because of the axis. So no, if Gojo damages something that contains a 4D space, it doesn't matter if he hit the bit that's stated to have the 4D space or not. The fact that it contains a 4D space means the whole thing must be 4D in order to do that. Honestly, I don't think my parents care because they allow me to watch, like, let's say, the FNAF film or I play, like, Dying Light 2. I haven't actually watched a FNAF movie yet, so I don't really know how, like, inappropriate or anything it is. When I used to like FNAF a fair bit when I was, like, younger, but and I sort of, like, fell out of it, I guess. Only like three characters hurt Gojo. Yeah, from what I hear in JJK, I'm pretty sure like the power gap between like the high tiers and like mid tiers and all that apparently is like massive. Dying Light 2 is good. Never tried it. I might have to end the stream pretty soon though, because it's getting on to an hour and it's kind of late where I live. Yeah, you explained the power gap between them was, like, massive on Discord, a while ago, I remember. You should get it. Maybe I might try it one day. Let me guess, 2046. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Or, I mean, 2045, but close enough. Alright, guys, I might have to end the stream here, just because it's getting quite late where I'm at. Alright, yeah, see ya.